everybody, it's Joe from Lucas, and hey guys, we're in what I consider my wheelhouse. We're talking tequila today. We're gonna talk añejos. So these are those ones that I've been drinking añejos for a really long time. I kind of went back and I really was studying the blancos, moving to the reposados. I like a lot of extra añejos, but this is kind of my wheelhouse where I drink on a normal basis is really in the añejos. And I want to talk about these. I pulled these for different reasons, variant reasons. I don't even know what that word was, but I threw it in there. Anyways, I want to talk about these. Some of these are my favorites. Like I've been drinking them for 20 years. But I want to go, I want to slow it down. An añejo is such a great product. If we look at it, it could be anywhere from 1 to 3 years old. So some añejos actually go older. And some actually mix extra añejo into them. So the rules are kind of a little bit off when we get into an añejo, but I think they're super fun. I think this is where a lot of the flavor sits in tequila. But keep in mind, a lot of tequila purists want to have a blanco, right? That blanco shows the most character. You taste the agave and it comes all the way through. But I feel once you add the wood to it, whether it's French oak, American oak, Limousin oak, we can go through all those barrels, a lot of things change. So we're going to start today. I thought I'd we pulled 6 tequilas. I want to start to talk about them because I think they're all fun. I think they're different and let's go through them. So let's start with this Dolce Vita. So Dolce Vita is an organic tequila. It's a fun one, a lot of fruit notes on it. And remember when we talk about these, when you start to try and understand the notes and learn what you like, which is the most important thing, go to Tequila Matchmaker. Every one of these bottles has a 4-digit number on it. It's called a NAM, and that tells you the distillery that it was produced at. There's 214 distilleries. There's 2,500 plus brands, but they're all produced at these distilleries. Then you start to understand which tequilas are produced at a better distillery or maybe a more commercial distillery. You start to learn tequila, and I really love that about tequila. So let's jump right into Dolce Vita. I think it's a great product. It's very reasonable priced. And they make great tequila across the board, including flavored tequilas like grapefruit and stuff like that. Let's jump into this one. So you get a lot of really intense fruit notes on the nose. Fruit noses. So you get a hint of vanilla. You get those fruits that show. The agave shows on it, which is super important. When the agave shows on tequila, generally, it doesn't have additives. There's always an exception to the rule, and sometimes everybody doesn't disclose when they do that. But this is super sweet and smooth, a little bit of vanilla on the back end. This is just a great tequila, very easy to drink. Their entire line is a great product set. So let's jump on to Suerte. So Suerte's fun. This is one of my drinkers. Like, this is one of those that I would constantly drink. It's consistent. They make great product. Hey, Renee, what was how much is the Dolce Vita? Oh, this one's $44.99. I wasn't listening to Renee. That's okay. This one's $45.99. So we got $1 difference. Again, great bottles, but let's get into Suerte. Suerte makes fun tequila. I mean, killer, aged on bourbon barrels, American oak. It's got that vanilla notes, very common. What's interesting here is you pick up a little bit more oaky notes. You pick up a little bit more mint. Mint, which is one of those characteristics why I love tequila and why I like to branch out on all these tequilas, why I drink them. I have 300 bottles open at home. Someone says, well, what's the difference? Each one of them has something different. So Suerte has mint, which is super cool. It's got berry in it. Boy, it just comes across it. It's got that vanilla, which comes from the American oak. And then you get those hints of berries and mint. You pick up some oaky notes too. So one of the common themes we're going to talk about is how smooth all these tequilas are. Across the board, they're all super smooth. So hang on to me with this video so you can learn these. I want you to see the differences. We're going to come up to a French oak one in a second. We're going to talk about Revolucion. That's the next one. So I've been bringing this tequila back from Mexico for 20 years. It came back into our store about a year ago. We haven't had it. Now this one's a little older. This is 18 months old. I think it's pretty cool because when you do this, you could fill up the stopper on it if you needed to get a quick shot. Well, if you needed the shot glass, it comes with it. All right, let's get right into this one. So this is on American oak, white oak barrels. So again, because it's a little bit older, you're picking up different notes and you're picking up softer notes. So you really got to take your time on it. And you get like caramel, butterscotch, honey. And it's incredibly smooth. A little bit of tobacco. I mean, I think it's just fabulous. So 44, 45, 55. So we're going up in small increments and trying to show you different tequilas. But these three right here are just your typical non-additive, what tequila is supposed to taste like. All right, let's jump to this. So Cava's done on French oak. So this one's $58.99. French oak's different. French oak adds a lot of sweetness. Think about it, a wine barrel opposed to a whiskey barrel, which the first three are on. And although we can't verify, maybe it has an additive, maybe it doesn't. I don't know yet, okay? This is also aged 2 years. So you get more depth on the tequila and you're pulling out that French oak barrel. So you're gonna get those flavors off of it. So let's get right into it. But right on the nose, it pops. It pops on the nose. Honey. I always find funny, like nutmeg. I never knew what nutmeg tasted like. I had to go back and smell it, but nutmeg's on the nose. You get a little black pepper, which is from the agave itself. Maybe some caramel, roasted oak. You get like red plums, that big fruit flavor, vanilla, cinnamon. This is a flavor bomb. And it's got just a lot of, it's so soft and it's like a juicy tequila. It's different. Again, we got to learn our oaks. So take the additive question out of it right now as we go through this and we try and learn them. We want to learn the difference in oak changes it tremendously. So this is French oak, a wine barrel that adds a lot of sweetness to it. I think that's totally delicious. Again, a different style. All right, let's jump in. This has been one of my daily drinkers for a really long time. This is a fun one. So I would drink all these. These are just delicious tequilas. They're just fun. So this one's $58.99. So we're going up just a couple dollars at a time. I like this price point in Añejos because they all should I think they should all drift around that price point. But we're going to get into Alchemia. Alchemia is a fun one, right? They had the top tequila 2 years ago. They're Añejo. They make a 14-year barrel-aged tequila that's ridiculously stunning. But this Añejo, this comes in at $59.99, so $60 tequila. It's aged under 3 years. So they actually take their time with this bottle, which I think is just so cool, man. Everything doesn't have to be 12 months, 13 months, 14 months, which is what we're schooled to. For those of us that love tequila and really start to learn it and understand it, some of these are so much longer, and we want to understand that because this is a great value at this price point. And this is done on a white oak, American oak barrel, bourbon barrel. You got that caramel on the nose. First of all, you got agave on the nose, but we're going to pick up caramel off the barrel. Guys, it's just, so for me, this is the funnest tequila. This is a fun tequila for me because it's just blasting with flavor. And it's not a Highlands, so it's not as sweet, but it's still sweet. But it's got those herbal and vegetal from the field, but it still gets a sweetness from the vanilla. You could taste the agave, you could taste the earth. You get some floral notes, some mild spices, a little bit of vanilla, just giant flavor. Every single one of these tequilas, and when I was talking with Renee, she says, well, how many you want to do? I was like, 30, but the video would be too long because there's so many. I love all these. I want to drink them all. They're so much fun. This last one is a fun one. So these are the hard ones. We were trying to find all the top 10 tequilas, non-additive. We wanted those big, powerful brands that come to the table and really work on their tequilas and bring it. So this is a 3-year anejo, which again is, it's, you know, when you get to 3 years, you start to call it an extra anejo. They take their time. It's our most expensive bottle, which is $71.99. That's on the tasting that we're doing. This one's got gigantic flavor. And it's again, we're going from $45 to $71. And I think that's really important to understand a span that we're doing, because I think all anejos should be in this span, right? Of course, there's an exception to the rule always. So let's go into this one. Total fruit notes on the nose. So we're picking up a ton of fruit notes. Spice, for sure. Those, it's just coming right up. Apple, citrus, cherry. I can't even believe I'm going to say this, but there's jasmine coming through my palate right now. I mean, that is just simply, it's so balanced. That's so funny. Kind of one of those funny words. Like, it's got a lot of harmony to it. Harmonic, that's what I was looking for. It's a very balanced tequila, exploding with flavor. And this is such a great category for me because I'm so passionate and I love this category. Guys, there's so many. We have another 20 bottles that we could have been on the table, but you guys would have fell asleep by now on our video. So, hey, bottom line is these are all awesome. We should stay in this price range, get a great anejo, take it home, sip it, grab yourself a tequila glass. We can get these for $4, $3.99. They're great glasses. That's how you should drink your tequila. Super fun. Love this. Don't forget, comment. Tell me what you're thinking. Let's talk about tequila. Let's talk about it on this video. Let everybody learn from your thought process. And always, truly appreciate it. Thanks for shopping at Lucas. One bottle at a time. We truly appreciate your business. Don't forget to like and follow us, and always leave a comment. You guys have an amazing day. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.